Hey there guys, welcome to my movie vlog. My name's John Campea. Now around here on my shows, we've been having a lot of discussions lately. Ever since Gary Oldman won the Academy Award for Best Actor this year, he was kind of the de facto understood greatest actor working without an Academy Award. And we've been talking a lot about that recently. Who's the new greatest actor without an Academy Award? Well, today on this editorial video, I wanted to take a look at the best 5 directors to not have an Academy Award. Now for the purposes of this video, we're going to be limiting our discussion to those directors who are still working today and still potentially could win an Academy Award. So we're clearly not going to talk about the likes of Stanley Kubrick or Orson Welles or even Charlie Chaplin. Instead, we're going to be focusing on those working directors who could still potentially win one but haven't got one yet. Also, let me say these are in no particular order. I'm not ranking them 1 through 5. These are just, to me, the top 5 best directors working today who still don't have an Academy Award yet. And we're going to start off the discussion with David Fincher. David Fincher is the proud owner of 2 Academy Award nominations for Best Directing. One was for, of course, The Social Network, which was just incredible, and the other was The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which not everybody loves that film, but the direction in it was absolutely phenomenal. Some other notable films from him as well include Gone Girl with Ben Affleck, that was just crazy good, Zodiac, Fight Club, considered an all-time classic, The Game with Michael Douglas, Seven, another one people consider an all-time classic, and the film The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a North American remake of the classic film that I even think was better than the original. Next up on our list, Ridley Scott, the proud owner of no less than 3 nominations for Best Director at the Academy Awards. The 3 films he was nominated for were Thelma and Louise, Black Hawk Down, and Gladiator, the film which also won Best Picture at the Academy Awards that year. Ridley is also best known for films like the all-time sci-fi classic Blade Runner, American Gangster, The Martian, which was amazing because he had had a streak of films that weren't very good, and then The Martian came out and it was incredible, Matchstick Men, and of course, the original Alien film. The 3rd director on our list is Paul Thomas Anderson, a director who in recent years has really been known for working with the greatest actor of all time, Daniel Day-Lewis. Paul Thomas Anderson has been nominated for Best Director on 2 separate occasions, one for Phantom Thread, and one for There Will Be Blood. But those aren't the only great films he's done. He's done other such notable films as The Master, Punch Drunk Love, Magnolia, and one of my favorites of his is Boogie Nights. And really the one that really kind of put him on the map for a lot of people was that film. The 4th director on our list here today is Quentin Tarantino, who it might surprise you has actually only been nominated for Best Director on 2 separate occasions. One for Inglourious Basterds, which was amazing, and of course the other one, a lot of people think the pinnacle of Quentin Tarantino films was Pulp Fiction. Other notable films that he's directed: Reservoir Dogs, Django Unchained, the Kill Bill films, and Jackie Brown, as well as a couple of others. And the final name on our list of the 5 best directors yet to win an Academy Award is Christopher Nolan. And again, it's going to shock a lot of us to even consider that Christopher Nolan, with all of his great films, has only been nominated for Best Director 1 time, and that was at the recent Academy Awards for his direction of Dunkirk. And of course, the most notable of Christopher Nolan's other films include the Dark Knight trilogy, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. We've got Inception, Interstellar, The Prestige. Memento is the film that made Christopher Nolan a household name, and my personal favorite Christopher Nolan film, which most people haven't even seen, was Insomnia. So once again, guys, my top 5 directors that I'm not Oscar yet are David Fincher, Ridley Scott, Paul Thomas Anderson, Quentin Tarantino, and Christopher Nolan. Now, of course, there are a couple of other names that could have made this list. Names like Wes Anderson, names like Denis Villeneuve. These are names that could end up on this list at some point when some of these directors start winning some Academy Awards, but that is my list for now. The big question here is, what does your list look like of the 5 best directors today who still don't have an Academy Award for directing? Jump down to the comments section and let me know your thoughts. And listen guys, while you're here, why don't you take a second, click on that subscribe button, become a follower of my YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on Twitter as well, simply @JohnCampea. That'll do it for me for now, guys. My name's John Campea. Thanks for joining me, and until my next video, bye-bye.